I'm Mrs. Baumann, 7th grade science teacher at Eisenhower Middle School. My current email address is cbauma and the number 1 at neisd.net.
By now, the students are getting really good at accessing their applications such as Zoom. They should be using the Launchpad at Northeast Independent School District's website, neisd.net, or by going straight to launchpad.classlink.com/NEISD. Please notice it's also an app. When students sign in to the Launchpad, they should use their school credentials, which is their username, usually the first letter of their first name, their last name, and the last 4 digits of their ID number, the @ and stu.neisd.net. Even though it says S up here, it's an STU when the kids log in. And their password is their student ID. The student Launchpad will look something like this, although they can move the icons around in the order that they would like. Their grades are here. Their online testing, where their birthday is their password, is here. Also in the science folder, they will be using EduSmart and STEM scopes, quite often in science. In the library resources page, they'll be using BrainPop and other resources like Discovery. And of course, they're attending classes with their Zoom link.
The first thing to do is to make sure that you can get on Skyward. Each student and each parent has their own Skyward account. If you don't know your username or password, please call the help desk at
210-356-4357.
Skyward is where I go to find out information about home phone numbers and emails and emergency contacts. Skyward will also have your progress reports and report cards posted instead of being mailed home, although there is an option on Skyward to check if you also want a printed copy.
You can find all of the important information that you are going to need at neisd.net/skyward, including a very handy download user guide. Also remember the help desk at 356-HELP is open Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. After signing in, you will have access to all kinds of very important surveys and forms that will be particularly important this year, emergency contact updates, and updating information on the student profile. The student profile is where you update your email and cell phone numbers. All of your students should be showing in your parent Skyward account. There are lots of convenient options like setting alerts for grades and missing assignments. Sometimes upcoming assignments are listed as well. This year you can check attendance for all of the classes that your student should be attending. Students and parents can click on each course average. The first 9 weeks is T1. Clicking on the average will reveal the assignments for all of the classes. Each individual assignment grade is available by clicking on the average for that class. On occasion, students will also have online assignments right there on Skyward. But possibly the most important feature of Skyward is the student profile. This is where you can edit your family information. We need your email address and cell phone numbers. Email addresses and cell phone numbers allow us to send you files and links. Very, very important for this school year. Again, you can update your email and cell phone numbers under student profile. If you have multiple children, you only need to update in one student profile. You do not have to update in them all. All of the information you need on Skyward.
Meanwhile, we can also keep in touch through the Remind service. If you will text the phone number 81010,
at Ike7P for parent.
Or students on A days, periods 1, 3, 5, and 7, will need to text at Ike7A to the phone number 81010. B day students in period 2, 4, 6, and 8 will need to send the message at Ike7B to the phone number 81010.
Students also have a Gmail account associated with their at stu.neisd.net credentials. Teachers will be communicating with them through their Gmail as well. On Google Classroom, in the Classwork tab for students, when they go to Classwork, it will have all of the information they need as far as assignments and Zoom meetings and other resources to help them figure out where they're supposed to be, when office hours are. This information, of course, is also located on my teacher web page on the Eisenhower website. For students needing a lot of extra help, remediation or intervention is Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 2 to 2:50 by Zoom. Again, the links are in the Classwork tab of Google Classroom. For more general questions, office hours are Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 3 to 3:40. And that's for questions for parents too. If you need my Zoom link, just contact me. I will send that to you and we can video conference through Zoom as well. Students also need to be sure that they have school supplies. Even though we're doing virtual learning, we're still writing things in a spiral. We're using our spiral notebook every day. In fact, they'll probably run out and need another one by the time Christmas gets here. So that's where we write our daily agenda, which is what we're doing that day. The warm-up, which will be a grade, and we'll take notes in our spiral that the kids will be able to use for assignments. So they should have things to write with, highlighters, things of that nature. Anytime a student is absent, they know that I record the instructions in a Zoom recording available to them with the agenda and warm-up and all the information that they need to get their assignments done that day. Please, parents, don't be afraid to ask your children to see their science spiral, to see their agendas, what we're doing that day, and their warm-ups, and all the notes and things that we're doing in class. I'm sure they would be happy to show you all of their hard work.